A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English. That's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
Jiggling here.
It's 2023, but we are going back to the past to look at the words of the year from 2022.
2022.
That's right, 2022. And yesterday we saw that already 2022 had two words that were very exciting. We're not really exciting, but they're used a lot last year. And maybe people who had never used the words or even never heard of these words suddenly became aware of them because of something that happened in news or culture or whatever. We saw that last year gaslighting became a very popular word. I guess there was more gaslighting going on, or more people at least were aware of what it means when someone says, I think someone is gaslighting me, or I'm being gaslit. Oh. You could also use it that way. And we had the word homer, meaning a home run in baseball, but it was used in a popular puzzle. Some people might have thought that Homer was just a man's name, like Homer Simpson. So when they saw the answer, they're like, that's not a word, that's a name. They looked it up and they found, oh no, it means home run in baseball slang. So there you go. So our warm-up question is, do you learn new words more from books, movies, TV, radio, or dictionaries?
I think usually movies.
Movies.
Because I'm a big fan of movies.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that's where I usually learn new words from.
That's a good place to learn slang, especially, right? Because if it's a movie...
Informal speech.
There you go. And it's a movie about people who live in a place that you've never been to. You could learn and discover that they use words in new ways. I think another one that they didn't put there is social media. Right? Because a lot of people on Twitter or putting comments on videos or pictures, they might use some of these words too. True. And that's often where, especially new words, because a lot of new words come to us from technology. Yeah. Words like selfie or, things like that. All right. Anyways, so what about you guys? Where are some places that you learn new words? And do you kind of, are you interested in it? Do you keep an eye out or an ear open for new words? All right, let's get to our article, and we're going to find out some more words of the year from last year.
Words of the year from 2022. Warm-up question. Do you learn new words more from books, movies, TV, radio, or dictionaries?
Collins. Permacrisis. This was a new word in the Collins Dictionary last year. This word means a long time of instability. Collins picked this word because we're dealing with political instability and the Russo-Ukrainian war. There are also climate change problems, and prices are quickly rising. Oxford. Goblin mode. This means acting in a lazy or greedy way. It became popular in February 2022. More people were finally leaving their homes after COVID-19. Some just wanted to stay home in comfortable clothes and eat snacks. They didn't want to go back to normal life. Dictionaries all chose these words for different reasons. Let's be patient and wait until December to learn the 2023 words of the year.
Okay, so we have a new word. It comes to us from the good people at Collins. This is another big, I believe, American dictionary company, Collins Dictionary. And their word is permacrisis. Permacrisis.
Okay, permacrisis.
No, it's permacrisis.
Yeah, because it looks like crisis. I'm like, what?
But if I read it in like a medical book, I might be like, ugh, permacrisis? I hope I don't have that. Is that why my skin is itchy? I have permacrisis? It's not it's not a medical problem.
I thought it was permacrisis.
It's a permacrisis. They've taken perma, like permanent, and crisis, like a big problem, put it together, and that's why we have it. But that is a good tip. If there's a word that you don't know, you've never seen before, maybe look it up. Maybe write in on YouTube how to pronounce and then write the word, and you'll find a recording probably. You can also, of course, ask people, your parents or teachers. They will help you, because you don't want to go around going, well, I had a permacrisis last year. It's like, what did you say? You mean permacrisis? Oh, it's so embarrassing. So it's okay. You can find how to say these words lots of places. But as the article says, permacrisis, this was a new word in the Collins Dictionary last year. Not just a newly popular word, a brand new word. It's got that new word
fresh
smell,
yeah.
like a new car, a new baby, or something like that. No, it's really a word that wasn't around in maybe 2022 or 2019 or something like that. So there you go.
The perma comes from permanent.
Yes, ma'am. I believe.
Permanent 就是长期的嘛，所以这个字我们其实很好记，因为 crisis 就是有危机的意思，所以其实这个字指的就是长期危机。那它是来自于 Collins Dictionary 的，那他们在去年有收录这个字哦。
And this word means a long time, permanent, of instability, crisis. So there you go. If you feel like, you always have problems in your life, and when you fix one problem, a new problem comes along, or you look at the news in the world, and if it's not America with Russia, it's China with Japan, and there's always a problem somewhere. It seems like the world is in a state of perma-crisis.
OK. 所以这个 instability 就是不稳定哦，它是来自于 stable 这个形容词，稳定的。那么，所以我们这个字呢，他们选出来的字指的就是长时间的不稳定的意思。
Yes. Now, Collins, that's the people from the dictionary company. Collins picked this word because we're dealing with political instability and the Russo-Ukrainian war. These are problems that have started a long time ago. They're still problems today. And as we kind of look to the future, we can't see easy solutions. We can't see easy ways to fix these problems. So they might become kind of permanent. Permacrisis.
Okay, permacrisis. Okay. 所以这个 deal with 就是应付去处理。有没有看到 political 这个是政治的，所以当名词就是 politics 是政治哦。所以呢 Collins Dictionary 选了这个字是因为我们正面对着政治动荡以及乌俄战争。
All right, and then the article continues. There are also climate change problems. That's another permacrisis, and prices are quickly rising. Things are getting more expensive. People's jobs are paying them less. All of these things seem to kind of just go on and on. They seem quite permanent.
好，那我们来看一下第一个单字 rise。好，我们这个单字 rise 指的是上升，那它三态是 rise, rose, risen。那么太阳上升也是这个字哦，比如说 the sun rises in the east and sets in the west。太阳是从东边升起，西边落下。那么这个字呢，也可以当名词，有增加、上涨的意思。所以平常可以讲 on the rise。比如说 divorce among the young is on the rise in Japan。在日本呢，年轻人的离婚率是呈上升的趋势。那我们看另外一个句子，跟我们刚刚差不多。The sun always rises in the east。太阳总是从东边升起。除此之外呢，还有气候变迁跟物价飙涨的问题，所以it's problems everywhere.
All right, let's move on. Before we move on, we should also mention that you can use permacrisis not just about politics. Like if your friend George and Mary are always fighting and breaking up and getting back together and then breaking up and then fighting, and you could say, George, their relationship is in a permacrisis. So you could use it in that way. But of course, often in the newspapers, it will be talking about the problems of the world, but you could also talk about your own problems in that way too.
Okay.
Here's something you can definitely use for your personal life and not for things in the news. And it comes to us from Oxford, the OED, the Oxford English Dictionary. And Oxford says goblin mode was the word of the year, or the term of the year last year. This is one actually I remember I'd never heard of it before they made it the word of the year. People around me have never used this. I've never seen it. So what is goblin mode? This means acting in a lazy or greedy way.
Oh.
So kind of like being a couch potato a little bit, but slightly different. But anyways, goblin mode apparently was a very popular word from last year. A lot of people were doing goblin mode.
Okay, we'll find out then. But 我们先看一下 greedy 这个字。Greedy 就是贪心的意思哦，那么也可以指极度渴望或贪恋一件事情。那通常就是 be 动词加上 greedy 再加上一个 for。所以比如说 Mr. Robinson can't stop being greedy for power， 代表罗宾逊先生呢，他无法停止对权力的贪恋。那这个字呢 ，greedy 是形容词，名词是 greed， 所以 greed 本身就有贪婪、贪欲的意思。所以比如说 He eats because of greed, not hunger。他吃东西根本不是因为饿，只是因为很贪而已，好吗？好，那我们看另外一个句子 ：The greedy boy ate the whole pizza。这个贪心的男孩把整个披萨都吃掉了。OK， 所以我们今天呢第二个单字，最后一个字是 Oxford 字典选的，叫做 goblin mode 这个字。那它词汇指的是什么？懒惰或贪婪的作为。Why?
Yeah. Well, that's a very good question, but partly I think it has to do with COVID-19 and people getting used to staying home for long periods. A lot of these words do relate to, as we said, things that happen in the world and happen in society, and the timing is very interesting. The term goblin mode, it became popular in February 2022, and that's just around 2 years after people started to stay home for a long time, right? We were very used to all the COVID stuff by the beginning of last year, and the article continues by talking about that.
所以在2022年的时候的2月是广为流行的哟。
There you go. More people were finally leaving their homes after COVID-19. That's right. A lot of people have been locked down, forced to stay home for about 2 years. So at the beginning of last year, with the vaccines and all the other good stuff, people were going out more and leaving their homes for the first time in a long time.
这边的 were leaving 这边是过去进行式的用法。那 let's go to our magic box and we'll be back.
Magic Box
回想几个月前，天才樱木花道我还在打架闹事，告白被女生拒绝。几个月过去呢，如今的我已经成为湘北篮球队的王牌。哎呀，这大概只有天才我才有办法做到吧！哎呀，回想起过去呢，或是要讲故事哦，英文呢跟中文可是大有不同咯。我们呢要配合过去时间搭配过去简单式的动词变化啦。I started to play basketball 4 months ago. 4个月前呢，我开始打篮球哦。4个月前呢，就是过去时间，所以呢，记得就要搭配 started 这样子的过去简单式变化咯。那你一定不知道呢，除了过去简单式啊，其实呢还有一招叫做过去进行式，哈哈哈哈！不知道没关系哦，就让天才的我来教教你吧。刚刚呢，我们有讲到呢，过去时间呢要搭配过去简单式，而过去进行式呢，其实也很简单啦，就是呢，在过去的某个时间点哦，某件事情正在进行中，我们呢就用过去进行式。它的形成呢非常简单，你还记得现在进行式 be 动词加上VING 的用法吗？例如呢，我正在讲话 ，I am talking， 你正在听 ，You are listening。OK， 过去进行式呢，其实也是一样的咯。不同的地方呢，就在于我们要把 be 动词改成过去式 ，am 跟 is 要变成 was， 而 are 呢就要变成 were 咯。例如呢，昨天中午12点呢，我正在跟我的好朋友杨平吃午餐。We were having lunch at 12 p.m. yesterday. 12点这个时间点呢，我们正在吃，所以呢，要用 be 动词 were 加上 VING having， 这样子就可以形成咯。 除了搭配过去的一个时间点呢，例如昨天12点、上礼拜、上个月等等，过去进行式呢这个用法也很常跟另一个动词搭配啦。当 A 动作发生的时候呢，B 动作正在进行，什么意思呢？看这个例句，你马上就懂啦。我的梦中情人啊，晴子呢来看我们练习了，真是不巧，他来的时候呢，我正在跟讨厌的流川枫吵架。We were fighting when she came to visit us， 这是过去发生的事情哦。当他来的时候，在这个时间点呢，我们正在吵架。这样的情境呢，就可以使用过去进行式来表达了。哈哈哈，天才，我讲的这么清楚，你要是还不会哦，就给我练习100次吧。
因为 COVID-19 的关系呢，我们在2022年那个时候差不多已经有一段时间了，所以越来越多人终于可以开始出门，这种意思。
So this was kind of good news, right? Hey. People were going to get to go out, they're going to travel, see their friends more. Most people were happy to do this, and Goblin Mode has nothing to do with those people who wanted life to get back to normal. Some people didn't. They had trouble changing back after living their COVID life at home. As we learned, some just wanted to stay home in comfortable clothes and eat snacks. The kind of people who didn't miss going to parties, who didn't miss going out to work, who liked to stay home, who liked to Netflix and chill and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go out and see my friends. I like staying at home and eating chocolate and watching TV. This is the lifestyle I enjoy.
好吧，所以呢，我们因为这样子，大家可能待在家待习惯了。不过有一些人就不想出门，他们还想继续待在家，穿着很舒适的衣服啦，继续当着 couch potato。
As it says, they didn't want to go back to normal life. For them, normal life was COVID life, and they found they kind of enjoyed it.
OK, so normal 就是平常的、普通的，所以他们一点也不想回到正规生活哦。那这个 normal 的另外一个字 abnormal 指的是不正常的。
And then we read dictionaries all chose these words for different reasons, where it's gaslighting or goblin mode. All of the dictionaries chose these words. It wasn't a competition. They're not trying to pick the best word. No, and they all had different reasons or different logic, different thinking about why. Why did you choose these words? Well, because these are different companies from different places in the world. They had different reasons.
所以字典因为不同的原因就选出了这些字词哦。
All right, so as the article wraps up, we read, let's be patient and wait until December to learn the 2023 words of the year. Or if you want to play along through the year, you might write down a few words maybe that you've noticed. Hey, I notice people are using this word more. What does that word mean? Maybe that word will end up being chosen as the 2023 word of the year, and you will win nothing. You will win the respect of your friends.
Okay, that sounds nice. 好，所以 patience 是我们下一个单词，我们来看一下。Patient 就是有耐心的意思，所以对什么有耐心就是 be patient with someone or something. 比如说 The doctor is very patient with his patients. 有没有发现两个字很像？因为 patient 这个字当名词也有病人的意思哦。那名词呢就是 patience， 它代表耐心。所以比如说I've run out of patience with her. 我对她已经完全没有耐心了耶。好，那我们看另外一个句子。The line in front of the restaurant is really long. Let's be patient and wait. 餐厅前面的队伍好长哦，我们还是耐心等待吧。好，就让我们耐心等到年底，我们来学学2023年度代表字们 Note how time flies. 不想要年底。
Yeah. Can you think of any good examples or possible nominees for Word of the Year 2023?
I don't know.
No,
do you?
A word I've seen used recently, and I know what it is, I've heard it before, but just in the last week I saw maybe 3 or 4 different articles. Stagflation.
I have no idea what that is.
Stagflation. It's about business. Inflation,
inflation
is when prices are going up, right? And when prices just seem to always go up a little bit all the time, and it never kind of stops or goes down, that's stagnant Inflation that's stagnant, that's always happening.
Business words.
Yeah, it was a business word. It was a little worrying because everyone's, already noticing things are expensive. I hope it doesn't become the word of the year because that means we're going to have problems with money. But I just noticed this word a few times just in the last week. So hopefully things will get better. We won't have inflation or stagflation. We'll have something much better. And we'll have a good word for that.
Oh, yeah.
Like free stuff.
Free stuff?
Well, maybe suddenly someone will just start giving us free stuff.
Okay.
Free stuff will be the new word of the year. And everyone's like, yay, I like the word and I like free stuff. Anyways, let's look at the next word we have before we wrap up.
Until 就是直到的意思。那我们平常会说 not until 来代表直到什么时候才怎么样。比如说 I didn't sleep until 5 a.m. 直到凌晨5点我才睡觉。那我们看另外一个 until 的句子。We will work until 12 p.m. Then we will take a break. 我们会工作到中午12点才休息哦。
All right, so there we go. Word of the year 2023. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I hope it doesn't have the word Trump in it. I've had enough of him. So let's not talk about Trumponomics.
Okay.
Or Trump back. When he makes a comeback.
Okay.
The worst. So hopefully it's something nice, happy, peaceful, something that makes people better and not angrier or poorer or something like that. We can only hope and we can only work towards the future we want and the words of the year we will welcome happily.
Wondertable. Wonderful and stable, sorry.
Wondertable. Okay, stableful.
Okay.
Stableful. Stable and wonderful. Nice, calm, peaceful, and great. That would be good. And we have 4 options for word of the year coming up for our review time. Here's a quick hint. None of these will win.
Review time.
All right, so for our review time, we have 4 words for you, which I will mention now, and then we'll choose a word or choose a little game to practice the words with. The words, though, are rise, greedy, patient, and until.
Okay.
All right, are you ready for a game of opposites?
I'm always ready.
Oh, wow, you were born ready.
Yeah.
I was born ready. All right, so you are super ready, so we will begin with a game of opposites. I will tell you a word and you will give me the word from our list, which is the opposite word, okay? Generous.
Generous, that means... Oh, the same meaning?
No, opposites.
The opposite, oh, sorry.
Generous.
I said my mind.
Take it. Have more. Do you need more? I'll give you everything I have. That's right. If I'm generous, I'm giving away everything. If I'm greedy, I'm taking everything. To fall.
To fall.
To fall.
To rise.
To rise and to fall. The temperatures rise in the summer and fall in the winter. Since.
Oh, until.
Right. Until is from that time to that time. Since is from that time to now. And, well, this one's super easy. Impatient.
Oh, patient.
There you go. In a rush.
In a rush, what?
I could say rushed.
Rushed?
He's very rushed.
Oh, R-U-S-H-E-D.
He's in a rush. Yeah, but impatient really is the most obvious opposite of the word patient, so that's easy. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy words, using them, speaking them, sometimes spelling them, and we'll see you back here in the future. Until then, happy wording, which is not a word.
Words of the Year from 2022. Warm-up question. Do you learn new words more from books, movies, TV, radio, or dictionaries?
Collins. Permacrisis. This was a new word in the Collins Dictionary last year. This word means a long time of instability. Collins picked this word because we're dealing with political instability and the Russo-Ukrainian War. There are also climate change problems, and prices are quickly rising. Oxford. Goblin mode. This means acting in a lazy or greedy way. It became popular in February 2022. More people were finally leaving their homes after COVID-19. Some just wanted to stay home in comfortable clothes and eat snacks. They didn't want to go back to normal life. Dictionaries all chose these words for different reasons. Let's be patient and wait until December to learn the 2023 words of the year.
Word power. Rise. Rise. Rise, rose, risen. The sun always rises in the east. The sun always rises in the east. Greedy, greedy. The greedy boy ate the whole pizza. The greedy boy ate the whole pizza. Patient, patient. The line in front of the restaurant is really long. Let's be patient and wait. The line in front of the restaurant is really long. Let's be patient and wait. Until, until. We will work until 12 p.m. Then, we will take a break. We will work until 12 p.m. Then we will take a break.
认识字汇
Instability. Instability. Political. Political. Normal. Normal.